Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I present the one and only host will be in this stage tonight for the one, the only, the amazing adventures of Eduardo. Hello everyone, thanks for coming, and thank you all for 30 subscribers and 30 and 3,000 views. I appreciate that much. In that special event, in that special what's it called, the event, I decided that why not I'm do a movie. But there's more to the story that meets the eye, because this movie is actually a Christmas special. So please pay attention while I set the stage.
We open in Ingle, Iowa, a town that was made for mortals and humans. Everyone liked Christmas a lot, but there were two who did not. They both hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please do not ask why, as no one quite knows the reason. It could be perhaps that its color was too black, or because their shoes. But I think the most likely reason of all is because they never ever got a Christmas spirit. One day, they ran out of food because apparently they had been too exercising. And as they walked down to Ingwell Isle, they explained to King Dice how grumpy and how moaning they are. And as they walked to the Walmart and pick up all the food, King Dice saw something that caught their eye. As they walked out, as they were finishing up at Walmart, King Dice glared at what happened to his dye house. It used to be called the Dice House, but it was completely turned into an ice skating. Cuphead and Mugman walked over to them and tried to invite them, but they just ignored and walked away and leave. When they got home, they put their heads on the table, feeling very, very grumpy they are. And then out of nowhere, the devil appeared. The devil with a grinning tooth said, "You two got to take action." Then they both got an idea. An awful idea. They both thought of a wonderful, awful idea. The devil grinned with his smiley toothpick. "Excellent. I'm proud of you." And then they both make a quick Santa Claus hat and disguise themselves as Santa and Mrs. Claus. And they almost forgot about the reindeer and uses King Dice as the reindeer. And then Shadow pick up his motorcycle and they built a quick boat on wheels and they slid down to Inkle Isle, hoping to steal all of the presents, all of the food, and all of the Christmas trees, lights, and decorations. They were almost finishing up at the last house when two girls saw what they were doing. They thought Shadow and Shady were Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. And then they saw the tree and they were like, "What are you doing with our Christmas tree?" they both said in confused. Shadow and Shady were sweat like hell. They both said, "This tree's lights was not working," they said with a not so embarrassing teeth. We're just taking it to our workshop and then be done." And after all the climbing, they decided to drop all the presents at the floor. But then they heard a sound from the distance. It did not sound so sad. Why, it sounded so merry. They were confused. And then they thought of something they haven't before. Their heart grew 3 sizes that day, and their eyes changed into wonderful colors. They decided to bring Christmas back to them because they changed their ways. The devil obviously was not happy of this. And as they returned with the gifts and presents, Henry Stickmin saw them and said, "Look, what's that?" Everyone glared and were in surprise. And then, as they both bring Christmas back, everyone was like cross, mad, and angry with them. But they both said, Christmas doesn't mean about presents, parties, or gifts. It's all about being together. Now let's put aside our differences and have a Merry Christmas. And as they finished that sentence, the devil disappeared. But none of the people could not listen or hear them because they were too shocked about what they have just said. Neither does Sonic and Sonica's friends can agree with that. And then, at the night before Christmas, they all sang together in a wonderful, happy, jolly song.
So as you can see, Christmas doesn't really come from the store. Why? It means a little bit more. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am referring to Jesus. Today is Christmas Eve, and the night before Christmas, Joseph and Mary went to the town to born a new king, and the three kings went to the barn because Joseph and Mary went there because no one else did not let them in. So that is why they sat in the barn to make the new king. Even though the bad king want to get rid of it, it did not work because the gods expected this plan to work. They want Jesus to be born, and God wants you to be happy, free, and loving. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye!